All right, guys, we've got a full house, right? Thumbs up. I think I'm gonna start a day in the life. No, Jameson said no. Cheers to that, Jameson. So I just packed up the car, 2 kids and a dog, and I'm not sure how I would do much more. Obviously so different living in an apartment right now and not just like being able to throw stuff in your driveway. So I'm just the girl that's living on a prayer. I'm so lucky because I'm sure I will tell, like, I don't even know if anybody cares about the entire story, but my parents ended up moving here before us actually, which was really crazy. But this is the place that my husband Colin always came on vacation every single year with his family. What do you see, birds? And we actually used to talk about moving here like way back in the day when we got our first apartment together. You don't ever think that you will do it or like it will happen. But I remember we were looking at houses and we were like, but how are we gonna get a job and like where are we gonna work and we don't know anybody and blah blah blah. Well, my parents are like 45 minutes away from us, so it was crazy how it all planned out. So I'm really grateful for that. And we are gonna go spend the day at my parents' house. It's supposed to be nice out. Spoiler alert, it's nice every single day here. Still getting used to it. Not every single day, but pretty much. And even like the bad days are like great. So it's such a gorgeous ride. You have to be like the most aggressive driver in the entire world living here. And I'm gonna take you guys along with me. We're gonna pump up some jams. We're gonna go to my parents. The kids are gonna swim. Nori, not nice. Those are our friends. Nori's gonna get some outside time. Nori, say hi. Oh, I know. You're such a good girl. Okay, here we go. Say hi. What's your name?
Nanix.
Nanix. You have the best name. And you got your dinosaur bucket hat. Such a vibe. I just dropped Mannix and my dad off at the pool. He's gonna take him and I'm gonna go back and read my book because the book that I'm reading is incredible. Like, incredible. And obviously I don't agree with every single thing that they're saying, because I think parenting has to really come from like what you value and like how you look at things. And I think that kids learn best from you being your authentic self. I love learning about things that I want to learn about. It's not like your typical parenting book where I think maybe once I've like kind of looked into reading a certain type of parenting book. For me, the way that like Western parenting has adapted is so robotic. Personally, like, this is just my opinion, and sometimes maybe that works for you and that's totally okay. I don't want, like, we get one life. Like, I want to live a beautiful life so that if I don't make it a full life, I can say that I lived fully, you know? And I want my kids to have that too. I think of my childhood and how nobody lives a perfect life. Like, I have many things that I want to change. We all do, about the way that we grew up in certain things that our parents did, because they're human and they do the best they can with what they have. And I think of like all the beautiful memories that I had of just like playing with my cousins and being with my family, and not just experiencing life with just my mom. Like, I experienced life with my aunts, with my uncles, with, you know, every single person in my grandmother's neighborhood I called uncle. Like, I just experienced life through so many different people's lives, and I'm so lucky for that. And I want my kids to have that too, in their own way. And even something as little as, like, I remember asking my grandma, what do you think that you did for your 6 kids that made them such great human beings? even some of the things, you know, that she told me are different if I would have asked my, you know, maybe if I asked like my dad. I have asked my dad, you know, or when I think about the things that were important to me, it wasn't that every single morning I woke up and had a clean house and my mom never had dishes in the sink, or, you know, all of the things that as parents we think are important. The things that we think that we have to like be on 24/7 are not the things. The things that I remember, summers, every single summer my family would take off 1 week, everybody, and all of the cousins would be there, and we would take off and take a week in Chautauqua Lake, and we would rent a place. Like, that was my grandfather's dying wish. It brings tears to my eyes. But there's so much beauty in that, and my aunt's breakfast burritos, and, you know, waking up to my grandma, and just the laughter and s'mores at night and card games, and just like, and we weren't staying on, you know, we weren't like riding a yacht. Like, it wasn't the nicest thing. I remember at night I would be terrified because bats would fly out and like fly into your hair, and just, like, the water smelled bad. It was like wall water, and we would all share literally one bathroom. Like, all 30 of us would share one bathroom, and I would do anything to go back to those days, and I just want that for my children. There's so many different ways of parenting, and so immerse yourself in learning from other people, and immerse yourself in understanding that the only one that understands how to do life to its greatest ability, you know what I'm trying to say, is you. Because there's nobody in this entire world that is more equipped to live within your body and within your soul than you are. And nobody is more equipped to raise your children the way that you are. You were given these exact souls to raise them. There's no book, there's no, you know, obviously, like I said, learning different parenting styles and doing what works best for you. I know that there's so many times where I felt like a failure as a mother, or I would be like, oh, I'm not hands-on enough, I'm not reading books every single night, we're not doing, you know, ABCs, and we're not learning colors, and, you know, especially Mannix with his speech delay. I don't know if we've talked about that already, or we will be talking about that. I wasted so much time feeling like a failure as a parent, and a failure. And now I'm reading this book and I'm like, I've done so much right. And I have so much more that I want to do right. And like, this book is my heart, so much of it. And I find a connection with it. And I'm so sorry that I wasted so much time. My husband would tell me that all the time. I would cry like every day because Mannix wasn't talking yet, and I was so worried that there was something wrong, and he wasn't like all the other kids on the playground. And, you know, kids were starting to notice a little bit, like, why is he following me, and he doesn't understand what I'm saying. And he's like, you're gonna be so sorry one day when he's 6 years old and he's completely fine, or 10, 20, 30, 40, and he's fine, and you're gonna be so sorry you missed out on these incredible moments of having this brilliant kid who's different from everybody else. And I love that, and I fully understand that now. It took me 3-4 years to get that. I've just been on a whole journey, but to document your life is like, in whatever way you want, journaling, video, pictures, just stop in your tracks and appreciate the small things. So I want to share all of the moments and remember this time. That's like given me so much. Good morning. This is so loud. I'm gonna have to stop. It is, I think, 7:30. Got my coffee. Got my Mannix. I stopped vlogging yesterday, but Mannix fell asleep in the car on the way home from my parents' house. And you know that time where you're like, do I wake them up? Do I not? Are they gonna sleep through the night? Are they gonna wake up at 5 in the morning? Are they wake up at 3 ready to go? Like, what's gonna happen? I was like, whatever, it's fine if he wakes up early. Tomorrow it's Sunday. Colin works 6 to 6 today. So I was like, whatevs. So he didn't wake up till 7 this morning. And Jameson isn't up, so I'm like, we're not getting out of bed. So I let him go on kids YouTube on my phone, and then I have my ice roller. I need to upgrade to the Skinny Confidential one. I want to see if it's on Amazon. I feel like ordering stuff online is super exhausting unless it's on Amazon. Then it's just like click, click. So I need to upgrade because hers supposedly stays cold like way longer, and this one doesn't. This one doesn't stay cold long, but I love this. It just feels good. Don't even ask me what it does. It just feels so good, and I'm all about feeling good. And then I have my book that I am so obsessed with. Excuse me. I'm gonna read a little bit. I show my face. And then when Jameson wakes up, we're gonna start the day. I just made a batch of Play-Doh. To me, like Play-Doh, it's super cheap, but it smells gross. It's gross. It gets crusty fast. Like, it's just not worth it to me. And why not just do something that's like a little fun and creative, and we'll get the kids to play for a little bit. By a little bit, I mean a little bit. So you get funfetti colors. We just did pink. The other day we did green. They didn't have blue, otherwise I would have did blue. And I'm just gonna scoop it into a bowl. And all you need is cornstarch. So I'm just gonna add, there was exact measurements on the post I follow. I think her name is Mother Could or something. I'm gonna go over like my favorite Instagram accounts to follow as a mom. She gave an exact measurement, but it was not nearly enough for me. It was so sticky. So I just add like a little bit. This is a half a cup. I don't even measure it exactly. It's kind of like messy everywhere. You just kind of have to eye it up. So I add a little bit, and then I kind of just fold it. It's gonna be like hard for me to show you. So here it is. I'm gonna make sure that's strapped. And then I kind of just fold it, and I keep folding. And when you fold, like press down. Obviously this is such an easy concept, but I just thought I'd show you guys. And then you just press down, and then you can see like that's where the frosting is gonna be most sticky. And then you can get the cornstarch in that area. I just continue to just add a lot. I feel like you need way more than you think, because like I said, then it's just sticky and it sticks everywhere, and it lasts. And I'll put it in a Ziploc baggie and it'll last a couple days and the kids will play with it. I really found that the kids like rotating toys. It's a little hard now that we're in this apartment. When we get into the house, like the first thing I'm gonna do is store away, like have probably a whole closet just of like different activities that I'm doing with them. First, don't eat it. Don't eat it. That's another thing that I made a mistake on. If I can suggest anything, if they're old enough, or if your kids like are rule followers, don't show them that it's the funfetti icing, because then they won't really know they can eat it. Honestly, I don't know though. It's safe to eat. You don't want them eating it in globs, but it smells so good. Okay, let me show you. So this is like pretty much all mixed. Look at how there's still all that needs to be. So that's like pretty much sticky. Sorry, this is like, you probably have a headache. I gave them the top that were sprinkles. So I just added like another pretty much half a cup, and I'm just gonna continue to do this. And then you just keep kneading it, and it's like soft and fluffy, and it's just way better than Play-Doh for me. I'd rather just do this and just like be able to throw it out like in a couple days after they're done playing with it. I forgot to record doing the pink. Otherwise I was gonna show you. I was like, oh, I should have showed them, because it's like one of their favorite things. I also have the rice. They loved the rice, but I overdid it, and now they like don't really care about it. So I haven't really offered it. It's out for them to see, so they could go grab it if they want. But kids are so simple. They don't need a ton of stuff and a ton of toys, and like they're sitting at the table right now, so cute. I would show you them, but my kids love to be naked. And they're just like playing together, and I'm sure there'll be a fight. morning, you guys. It is Monday and I'm not used to this, but Colin is off today, so that's a little different. So I got up. I naturally woke up at 6:30 and I rolled over thinking that I was gonna get up, but I fell back asleep till 7:30 and nobody was still up. So I got up, I stretched, I did my skincare, I brushed my teeth, I got dressed. Something about waking up and stretching for me on the days that I really need it. I think I've already said, you can't wake up every single day and have the exact same day. Like, it's just impossible. So I can tell you how I'd like to start my morning as a mom, like every morning, but there's so many things that go into play with that. So when I'm able to and I feel like I need it, or the night before I'm like, I've had such a hard week, or like this has been really tough, or I really need some alone time, then I'll wake up at 6. For a while I was trying to wake up at 6, then the kids were waking up like 20 minutes after. I don't know, I feel like they just like know. So I was like, you know what, why am I gonna do that? Like, I'd rather sleep a little longer. So I'll try to just wake up naturally. And I'm an early riser. I like to get up in the morning. I make sure that I get to bed by 10 o'clock every night, if not even a little earlier. The kids are in bed by 8:30, depending. I used to try to fit everything in the morning. Like, I was kind of not even relaxing because I was trying to read my book. I was trying to journal. I was trying to do my gratitude journal. I was trying to stretch. I was trying to do my meditation. I was trying to do my deep breathing. So I just took all of that off my plate and I'm like, let's see how you feel in the morning and what makes you feel good. And that's what I did so far. So I think taking care of your body as a mother takes care of your mind and then your soul, and then they all align within one. So I put some little eye patches on. I'm not used to like waking up and leaving the house. My girlfriends and I always talk about, oh my God, could you imagine what it would be like to like taking a shower and getting dressed for work and leaving and going to the bathroom, going on my phone, and just obviously, you know, but it's just funny. And so we'll always be like, oh my God, like they get to just, you know, how much did you yell at your husband today when he got home? Like, because he was at work all day. But it's so funny because we wouldn't trade it for the world. So we always say we're exhausted. And I wanted to do a blog post on that a while ago when I started my blog. I think I might start it back up because I just love writing so much. But, you know, you can be stressed out, you can be exhausted, you can feel depleted, you can feel like you have nothing and still love and feel super called to be a mom. Or maybe you don't feel called to be a mom, but I feel like everybody's life looks so perfect, and that's just something that's on the internet in general. But I don't ever, like, you see like the funny mom ones that make like the reels and the memes that are hilarious, and I'll always repost them, but your life is never gonna be winning in every area. Like, you're not gonna thrive in every single area of your life, right? Because you give more of yourself to this and the other thing suffers, and then so it's just a revolving door. So another thing is, it's so peaceful here. The sun is shining every morning, and the sunshine literally wakes me up, and the birds wake me up every single morning. I used to tell one of my girlfriends when she would come here on vacation every year, please send me like a video of hearing the birds chirp, because it's my favorite sound in the world. Like, I don't know, nothing just is more beautiful than birds chirping for me. I love it. I could hear it all day. I've been super into, if you don't know Matt Carney, he is one of my favorite artists. My sister showed me him when we were in college. But I'm gonna go check out a bagel place that I've been wanting to. And then I'm gonna go see what the day has planned for us. Probably includes lots of snacks. We made that Play-Doh yesterday, so he'll probably wanna play with that. I did notice that the pink one got harder than the purple one. I don't know if that's because I put a little too much cornstarch in it, so maybe chill with the cornstarch. I know I said I'd just like, but I put less in the purple, so we'll see in the morning with the purple when I get back. Okay, let's go. Okay. Happy Monday. We out here, y'all. Look at this cute little old man drinking his coffee. Let's see what you got, boo. Got the goods. Got the goods. Don't quit your day job, Ash. Don't quit your day job. Got the goods. It was bumping in there. Like, do you ever go to a business and just think like, wow, I need to get on this. Like, I need to open up a bagel shop, a coffee. People love breakfast like that. There's a cute little breakfast place. Not by here. I'm still like trying to find my way. That little old man was so cute. He's like, what part from New York are you from? I'm moving back to Long Island this year or something. I'm like, why? And he's like, my family's there and it's too hot here and it's too flat. And I'm like, what does that mean? Let me know what too flat means. I'm very confused. I have no idea what that means. Oh, like maybe he wants to be like in country roads? I don't know. But what I do know is that I am loving the sunshine. Here she is. Ooh, baby. So I did lettuce, I did grilled some corn, and ooh, you know what would be good on this? Avocado. But anyways, I did lettuce, I did red onion, I did it really tiny. Some corn with jalapeno, some crumbly blue cheese. I was gonna add some black beans, but I wasn't trying to go that hard. And then I did the steak and I tossed it in like a clean barbecue sauce. And then I'm gonna use this Primal Kitchen Ranch. Yum. If you were ever wondering what the kids do when I prepare dinner.
Yay!
Sorry? Who's gonna clean this up? You get ice cream? Careful. Yep, let's go.